Okay, so basically what I'm doing now to handle my husband, well, we started therapy, so that's good. So we have a therapist, and that was good in the beginning. It helped keep him accountable and keep me accountable, and then also just have like a mediator when things kind of went, awry or whatever. We only went 3 times. And then he says he doesn't want to go, but now we're going to go again because I told him we have to go. It's really not an option. So we're going to go there. So that's the first thing I did. The second thing I did is I stopped criticizing. Because I grew up in a narcissistic family, I grew up with a lot of criticism. My parents were very critical, my mother especially, very critical, and my stepdad. Not so much my dad, but my dad moved out when I was 5. My stepdad was very critical, and so was my mother. And I learned that criticism is something you do when you love somebody, right? It's not, but that's what I learned. And so with my husband, I'm like, well, I love you, you're my husband, so I'm going to criticize you. Now, does that work with men, like criticizing them? No, it doesn't really, right? They get defensive, they get upset. Why are you always angry with me? Look at all the stuff I've done for you. Look at everything I'm doing for you. So I'm getting hit with, oh, look at all I'm doing for you. And I'm like, well, no, but I'm trying to explain to you this one problem, but it's coming out very critical. So one thing I did was I started complimenting him, but I also started complimenting him in public. I would compliment him on my status on WhatsApp. And ever since I did that, he would see it sometimes, he would not, but other people would see it. And you know what it did? It helped me see that there were some good things that were happening. Like he said, he was like, but I'm not all bad. So it helped me see the good things that he does. So I wasn't only focused on the bad, so I was focusing on the good. And I was keeping it simple. So like, for example, he took the kids out today, or he said something nice to me today, or whatever, like he did, or he got us our new car today, or something like that. So there's a lot of things that he does, and I don't talk about it, but I talk about all the bad stuff, right? There's a lot of bad stuff I think he does. So not being critical and actually not complaining is a really, really good marriage tool. I think it can really save a person's marriage. What it did was it actually calmed my nervous system down, which I think is the best thing it could have done. Regardless of his reaction, I feel better. I feel like, I didn't make such a bad choice. I'm okay. Like, life is not crazy. Life is not over. And I feel like as a 37-year-old woman, I'm getting to the point where I'm almost 40. Like I said, I have another kid on the way, and I might have one more, and that's it. I think that's my limit. So once that happens, like, I'm getting to a point where, like, that's it. No more kids. Like, do I want to say it? Like, menopause, 45 years old, that's it. I'm done. And I think for me, that's like a huge life transition. And also, it's basically like, it's a new stage of life, okay? It's a new stage of life. So kind of like when I went from like 15 years old to 24, and I had this transition period from being like a teenager living at home to like now I'm an adult, 24, working, making my own decisions, and now I chose to become like religious or something. This is a similar stage. I'm 37, and I feel like from now until like 45, I'm going to be going through this transition period. Now, I could freak out, and I was freaking out, I'll be honest with you. I could freak out more, but I decided that I want to try something different. I want to try being less critical. I want to try being more open. I want to try loving more rather than hating, rather than being indifferent or not caring. I want to care. And our society goes against all this stuff. Our society tells you be selfish, don't care, keep your mouth shut, be invisible, stay invisible. I can't do that, because if I do that, I'm gonna die. I was about to say I'm gonna kill myself, but it's true. I would kill myself. I would jump off the bridge, because I don't have any other options. I don't have a family. I don't have other people take care of me. This is my only option. Either I live happy and smart, or I'm dead. And so this I also learned from the 12 steps, which is such a great tool, because it helps me believe in God and higher power, and also get out of myself. And I go to a lot of meetings. I go to codependent recovery, codependent anonymous meetings, and I went to other meetings before. So I really, really love the 12 steps. And if you're interested, I do have a program for Mental Health Anonymous, and there's a link in the description if you want to check it out, and that's mental health meetings. So if you got this far and you got to that part, check out those meetings. You might enjoy it. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye.